what we're going to do today is make some of these mudflap brackets for the Range Rover. Seeing it's pretty quiet this morning, the storm hasn't started yet. So basically I could buy these from England. They were in galvanised steel. Well, then I got to ship them, and it's going to be kind of expensive, and I'm just going to cut them out of a piece of satin galvanised I've got here, and it'll do the same job because the car's not going to really go very far. So, but when Land Rover made these, there was hardly any protection on them at all. So we've managed to get them off. You see, we managed to save all the bolts and things like this. So what we're going to do, we're going to make a paper template, because our old friend Ludi, he wants a set too. Well, he needs a whole car to go with him. But we're going to try and find on here, first of all, the datum, and I think we'll work off this edge because this edge has got a taper. We could work off here, but it's a bit thin and there's not much to see. Well, we could work off that bottom, I suppose. Yeah, we could work off there. Tricky. Yeah, no, we'll work off this edge. And what we're going to do is just going to draw around this, mark off the points where it needs to be cut, and bend it. Now, there is a little fancy bend on here. So what we're going to do is just come inwards a little bit. And this is why we've got our paper on the table like this, because, if you can see there, because of that angle, we just folded the paper around the bench. That's cheating, isn't it? That's cheating. We'll worry about the holes later. This one has to be cut just a bit longer, and then we'll mark on there where our cut line is going to be, and then we'll fold this over. Now, it's not going to be wholly accurate, but it's going to be close, and it's like I say, it's only a mudflap bracket. We're not making an outhouse for the pole. There we go. So all we've got to do now is cut that shape out. Now, bearing in mind here, when we cut this shape out, we're going to allow a little bit more for that bend. If you see what I mean. So let me go and get some scissors. Oh, I've got to turn the camera on, we're nearly done now. Nice big pair of scissors, not something out of your lass's needlework box. There we go. Put the corner here. That should work out. Let's try it against this one again. Yeah, that's going to work out quite nice. Come down here a bit. Yeah, no, that's going to work out nice. We just have to be careful where we're going to put our bend. So that's that one. This one's even simpler still. We might as well cut these out at the same time. See they're at an angle, they're not square. So we'll push that square edge into there. Oh look, there's a clip on there that's holding us off. That's got a fold on it. This is flat. This has got an edge on it where it's not folded. So we'll mark it like this, all the way down. Again, over the edge of the desk bench, like this. Down here, but when we cut it, we've got a bend there. We'll just gently take it up, because like I say, we can always trim this down. It's always best to cut it up a little bit bigger. Like I said, we're not going to put the holes in yet. So this here is going to be just that bit bigger for a bend. We'll have to use this where we're going to cut out. The bend, the actual bend on the outside is just to give a bit of reinforcement, that's all. It's nothing mission critical. I mean, it's only holding a rubber mud flap on. Speak of the devil and he will appear. I don't know if you can hear that. This is Ludi coming. I wish he'd fix his bloody exhaust. Or maybe not. Sounds loud for Ludi. Said he was coming down this morning. There. So we'll get that out of the way. Those bits of paper, and we'll set up the plasma. Or we'll mark it out and then set up the plasma. Right, now we'll mark this out. Oops. We're going to cut to the inside of the line. So we're going to cut to the inside of that line. Might as well cut that one out first. I always like to use a great big heavy bar to do plasma with, because you have to come over your bench a little bit and you want something to just to say balance it, if you see what I mean. So let's cut that piece off first. Where's my goggles? Goggles. Sometimes you wish you didn't have so much junk. Where's that going to go? Right, now we can get that out of the way. The sheet. That noise we could hear, it's a tractor, they're testing the brakes on the tractor. Very annoying. Right, let's see if we can get this right. Oh yeah, that's right. Now we've got to cut this bit properly. I think I folded the paper the wrong way. But no. Oh, there's a line on there from something else I was going to make. That's why it's a bit confusing. I don't know that, folks. Notch down here. Oh, needs tin strip. That's one done. I always keep templates, even though Ludi's not doing them. I always, anything I make, I always keep the templates. Right, let's cut this out. Oh, this is a big boy, isn't it? We try to find a piece of steel so we don't get any waste. I think that's going to be the one. corners and things like that we can round off later, it doesn't really matter too much. We get the squares in first. So, let's chop that up. Oh, there we are. This gauge of this steel is a little bit light. It could have been doing a bit thicker, but I ain't got none. I'm certainly not going to go out and buy a piece of steel just to do this. Rough cut these out. Oh, we've got a fire. Put that out. It's a bit of a bad idea to put the drawers down there because the damn things won't shut now. There we go. That's our template, that's our piece of steel cut. So we know that that there is on the Range Rover side. Now, these holes are pretty knackered. I wonder if we should pick up off them or just mark them out. I think what I'll do is I'll just punch them out very small. I'll mark them out and I'll punch them out with a punch, and then these ones here, we can use the bracket here as a template, see? So that came off there, so now we can put that across there, like that, and we can use those as a template. The pen's gone missing again. Yeah, man, there's stuff everywhere. I did know I tidied up my bench this morning, still can't find anything. So let's put that there in the middle. That was easy. This one here, this one's only got 3 bolts on, but I don't know about this one. I don't know, because the car's gone now. Oh, that's no good, is it? Oh, these are on slots as well. You know, you had little 8mm bolts holding it in. Yeah, same thing, because the mud flaps, fortunately, on a Range Rover, all 4 are exactly the same, so you don't have to mess about with that too much. Right, fortunately on this one here, we have, we'll turn it over to mark the holes on this side on this one. Now that's got the bend on it, so we'll go, oh dear me, pen won't go down. Yeah. No measuring. You start measuring things, you'll be there all day. So what I'm going to do now is just going to get a centre punch these holes and drill them out on the drill press. Now, now we've had to move to the other side of the bench because Ludi gave me a hand to put the welder on the bench, because I'm going to check that out and find out what's wrong with it before I sell it to Michelle. So the next step, we get our sheet, get your glasses on, and we're going to deburr all this, because sometimes when you cut with plasma it leaves a little burr all the way around the edge. I don't know if you can see it here, and it's really awkward to work with, so we'll just take it off. At the same time you can round off all the corners and make them look nice. I'm going to do that with the other one. And then I'm going to take it to a press. You don't want to grind it too much because you'll take the satin off, but as I say, this car isn't going to go anywhere much. So we'll put some, we'll spray them with a zinc coat, use zinc paint, and put some rust proofing on top, and that should be alright for the life they're going to do. I mean, if I was in the UK, I'd just go and buy some. I wouldn't mess about with these, I'd just go and buy some. Oops, there goes my template. Right, let's get on with this now, we'll go and press them out. Right, the next thing, we're in the container where I keep my sheet metal brake. It's -4, so the lens might start to fog up, I'm not really sure. Well, let's have a go. So what we're going to do, first of all, we'll do the simple one. That's the one we want. Now our bend line is just under here. Again, it's not going to be sort of magic, so we want to work out, that's going to go like that, that's going to go like that, so we need the marks on the other side. Sometimes what I do is I mark these out and put a little dot on, a little nick with the plasma, but today's not that day. You can see this. Snip it down a bit, get the right angle, boom. You could do it in a vice. Might be a bit too steep. Ah, it's not too bad. We do the same with the bottom one. We work out where the angle is. Again, it's not mission critical because you're only making mudflap brackets. Now wait a minute, so we've got that one that way, and this one wants to be bent this way, so yeah, we've got our bracket, our markings on there. I've lost my pen, so I'm trying to get out of here as quickly as possible because it is so cold. It's one of the reasons why we try to deburr things, because it gets in here, makes it tight. Now is that parallel to that? Sort of. There you go. So that's one of them done. Pretty stuff in here. I'll have to have a sort out. I'll come back when I've bent this one. We'll go back in the shop. I want to get ready. I want to press on a bit. So there we go. That's them bent. I've also bent this little edge along here. I did that in a vise because it was easier. Same with that one. It's all bent up. Good to go. 20 minutes. Job done. Like I say, I would have preferred to buy them, because it would have been thicker and it would have been galvanised. But sometimes you have to judge what a job's really worth, if you see what I mean. These will last an awful long time. So that's it. That's just a little bit of simple sheet metal working. Like I said, literally 20 minutes, job done. And you can sort of make little bits and pieces out of templates, and you can see, I don't think I actually measured anything. I just went off of templates, and I know they'll line up because we use the old parts as templates. Pretty easy, eh? Right. I don't know if you like that, but it was just something silly. See you later.